Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to our production. This is a scaled down version of our regular Christmas program because we all know that 2020 has been quite a year, and our play this year is aptly named A Perfect Mess. And we hope that you get a sense of the gifts and the beauty that are still given even when things seem like they are a mess. So thank you so much for coming, and we hope that you enjoy our show.
Thank you for inviting us over.
Oh, we're so glad you're here. You know you're always welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, cousins of all ages, it's time for the play.
The play? What play? What does she mean by the play?
Oh, remember, sweetie? Remember what you told Olivia on Thanksgiving?
I remember.
That's right.
You made a bargain.
A bargain.
It was Thanksgiving Day, football day. Olivia wanted to put on a show during the fourth quarter, and you said,
if you let Daddy finish this quarter,
I'll let you put on a whole play at Christmas.
I did say that, didn't I? And you didn't forget, did you?
No, I did not, Daddy.
All right, I promise. So where should we sit?
Sit? Oh, no. That won't do. I need actors.
actors, but none of us have practiced.
That's okay. I'll be good enough to make up for all of you.
She gets this from your side of the family.
Well, where do you want us, Madam Director? Okay. How about you all just clear a spot in the middle, and I'll call you over when it's your cue. And Daddy, can you grab the blue chairs? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, cousins of all ages, Olivia Jensen Productions presents The Christmas Story, starring Baby Jesus, Mary, that's me, and Joseph, and a whole bunch of other people. Okay, we need a narrator. Aunt Sally, you can read, right?
For the most part, yes.
Great, read that.
A long time ago in a holy land, far, far away.
Oh, wait, Joseph. Hey, Lucas, you be Joseph.
No way, Mom. I can't. She's my cousin. Gross.
Lucas, acting a part in one play does not make you married in real life. If that were the case, I'd have been married in the 10th grade to Michael Tomasino.
Tomasino. All right, Lucas, it's just pretend. Help your cousin out.
You may continue, narrator.
A long time ago in a holy land, far, far away, there was a young girl named Mary, and God chose her to give birth to the baby everyone had waited forever to see. An angel told her she would be pregnant even before she had a husband. This made Joseph cranky, apparently.
Okay, Grandma, you be the angel. Come tell me I'm gonna have a baby, and tell Joseph not to be all afraid about it. Well, alrighty. Mary, you're gonna have the most important baby ever. And Joseph, don't you get nervous. You should marry her anyway. This is God's plan.
And so he did, just like the angel said. Then Mary and Joseph had to go to Bethlehem to pay taxes. Caesar wanted to count everybody. Because Caesar had trouble sleeping, he counted people instead of sheep. Mary was also super pregnant.
Oh, I'm so pregnant. If only I had a donkey to ride on or something.
Is she limping? I think so. And it looks like she might have a cough, too.
Sweetie, what are you doing? Mary is pregnant, not recovering from the plague.
Dramatic license, Mom. It makes the character more interesting. The audience has to feel her struggle. What audience?
When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, there were seriously just a ton of people there, so it was hard to find a place to stay.
Okay, Dad, you be the people who tell us there's no room.
All right. Mary and Joseph, hello. I'm Taylor Stearns, but I don't know where we're going to put you.
No, Dad, you gotta say it like you mean it.
All right, listen up, you two. There's not enough room in this here town for all of us, so you're gonna have to hang around this manger thing till the census crowd moves along. Got it?
Dad, that was perfect.
Thank you.
And while they stayed in Bethlehem, Mary gave birth to her first son, Jesus.
Hey, Jesus is here.
She wrapped him up snug in cloths and made his bed in the manger because there was no room anywhere else.
Okay, now we need shepherds. Grandpa, can you be a shepherd?
I'm allergic to wool.
And Lexi, you can be a sheep.
A sheep? But Luca's gonna be a person. I'll be Joseph, I'll be Joseph.
No way. I'm Joseph. No take backs.
Shepherd and sheep, you go over to the field and watch your flock by night. Now, Grandma, I'm the angel. You're on with the shepherds.
Nearby there were shepherds with their sheep in a field, and God wanted to invite them to the most important birthday party ever. Except they weren't expecting company, and it scared the lamb chops out of them.
Hello, shepherd.
Ah!
Well, no need to be scared. I just wanted to tell you that the Messiah is being born in Bethlehem today. You should go there. You'll know him when you see him. You'll be the one swaddled in cloth and sleeping in the feeding trough.
Back in my day, entire families would sleep in one feeding trough and we liked it. That's what's wrong with people today.
So the shepherds looked at each other and thought, we should go check that out. Off they went to Bethlehem, and when they got there, they found Mary and Joseph and the baby, just as the angel said.
Yep, that's a swaddled baby,
And everyone was so amazed to hear the story the shepherds were telling.
Everybody act like you're real excited to hear the shepherd.
Mary? Shouldn't you be more excited to hear the shepherds talk about the angels and your baby?
Well, for crying out loud, Joseph, haven't you ever seen a girl treasure things and ponder them in her heart before?
She gets this from your side of the family.
So the shepherds returned to the field, praising God for everything they had seen and heard.
All right, shepherd and sheep, you can go now.
Well, bravo, Olivia. That was a lovely play. And it really brought the story of Christmas to life.
Oh, but it's not over yet.
Oh, of course not. I was really hoping.
Hoping there is more, right?
You betcha.
It's your lucky day, Auntie, because next we meet the wise men.
Ah, wise men, of course.
I knew that.
I knew that before you did.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
But who's gonna be the wise men?
Well, I guess there's no boys left, so we'll just have to have smart ladies. Aunt Susie, can you and your sisters be smart ladies?
Well, two of us can anyway, dear.
Hey! I learned in Sunday school that the wise men didn't show up right away. They came a little later. Maybe even after Jesus started walking.
All those smart ones that still couldn't show up on time. Must have their wives hooked up.
Oh no, sweetie, I'm sure it was all men. Men who still haven't figured out how to use their smartphones for directions.
Hey, that thing has more buttons than a crafting show. It's very confusing.
Okay, so Jesus was maybe a little bit older now. I guess you just have to imagine him like this, but taller. Ooh, and we need a Bethlehem star, but I didn't make one of those. Mama, you should be the star, because you're already sparkly like one.
Oh, well, I did take a few acting classes back in college. So what's my motivation here?
To be so shiny that everyone looks at you like, what? Come stand here behind us. Okay, now arms out, legs apart. There, perfect.
Star of the show.
Okay, so now we are, yes, right here. The wise men, the smart ladies, came from the east because of the star. They were searching for the king of the Jews. Oh no, Olivia, I wondered if you meant king of the Jews here.
Yeah, that sounds more right.
That's what I thought. So the smart ladies finally came to the house where Jesus was living, and they brought him presents.
Presents! Hello, smart ladies. What did you bring?
Oh, presents. Okay. Well, I don't have any.
Well, we have to bring presents.
Okay. I brought this. Party mix. Here's a present.
And I brought this candle.
All right. Then I brought this.
Hey, that's Grandpa's cane.
Well, he can sit until the play's over.
I'll sit but only 'cause I wanna.
Is anybody taking this seriously?
Are we almost done yet? My feet are tired.
Now, if I'm the angel, shouldn't I be here where baby Jesus is?
I hope nobody got me party mix for Christmas.
When I was your age, we got an orange for Christmas and we split with the whole family. Mark my words, party mix is making everyone soft.
Sweetie, will it ruin the play if the star puts her arms down now? Starting to hurt a little.
Back in my day, there were no toys. We held our arms up good.
What on earth does that mean?
I can hold my arms up for fun.
But I can hold mine up for longer.
Oh, okay. I gotta get the kids home. It's getting late. They're gonna be up early, and when they're tired, they compete for ridiculous championships.
Don't feel like you have to rush.
Well, we should probably get going too. Grandpa has trouble driving in the dark, and, well, we've got a Christmas Eve date under the mistletoe every year.
You, Rose.
I think I might be parked behind you, Mom. I'm gonna head out too.
Well, I'm not blocking anyone, but I gotta spend some Christmas Eve time with Cat Benatar and Mr. Meow.
Who are Cat Benatar and Mr. Mountain?
Her cats, dear.
Give her my cane, Shani.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Drive safe, everyone.
Merry Christmas!
Well, that was a disaster.
No, Speedy, that was great.
Disaster? That was the best Christmas Eve we've had in a long time. Very interactive. I'll never see the nativity the same way again.
I've been planning this play since Thanksgiving, and we had to stop early because no one could stay in character. Amateurs.
There was a real plot twist when the wise men brought party mix, a candle, and a walking cane to the home of the Messiah.
Oh, I don't know. He's the light of the world, the bread of life. He made the lame walk. I think it works.
Dad, you don't have to try and make me smile. The play was a complete mess. We couldn't get it right, not even if we tried.
Okay, doesn't have to be perfect to be worth it. Let me ask you this. Was the first Christmas a disaster?
Dad.
No, seriously, I want you to think. When Jesus, who always was and always will be, that Jesus, when he limited himself to a human body, was that a disaster?
Well, maybe a little? He slept in a bar near our dinner bowl. His first visitors were smelly and dirty, and the wise men were late to the party. That's a mess, Dad.
Well, sure, no doubt about it. It looks like a mess to us, but let me ask you this. Right there in the middle of it, all that confusion and stuff that seemed to go wrong, wasn't God also up to something really, really wonderful?
Yeah, I guess it kind of was.
See, sometimes when you think things couldn't get any worse, the very moment everything looks like it has fallen apart, well, you can bet that's probably the exact moment God is doing some of his best, most incredible work.
You really think so?
Based on the Bible alone, I know so. On the very first Christmas day, God sent his Son into the world for those of us who wouldn't get it right without us, not even if we tried.
Daddy's right. And when you think about it that way, maybe a Christmas play was the best one that's ever been. A beautifully perfect mess. Kind of like the first Christmas.
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Boy, you guys are smart sometimes. I'm sleepy. I think I'll go to bed now because we both know two things.
What's that, sweetheart?
Number one, I'm waking up in the morning while it's still dark. And number two, these stockings of ours aren't going to stuff themselves. She knows.
Good night, my girl.
Good night. Good night.
And Olivia, Merry Christmas. It was a perfect mess.
Merry Christmas, Daddy. You too, Mama.
Speaking of disasters, I still have so many presents to wrap. You gonna help me?
Help you? I still haven't assembled them. You know that thing with all the pieces?
You still haven't put that together yet?
Well, you're the star of Christmas. Don't you have a little magic you can sprinkle around to speed things up?
Magic, maybe, dear, but I'm not a miracle worker.